Hey guys, yeah, this is my video I told you about that I was going to do about my response to what's going on in the YouTube modeling community and in YouTube in general now. As you well know, Andy Hobby Headquarters actually put up a video about YouTube's new standard rules as from January the 1st and what the penalties might be if we don't follow them. Um, I've looked into it a lot more and in fact I've watched quite a few channels on the subject, the pros and cons, and by the sounds of it, it's going to be more cons than pros. Um, I've already taken someone's advice on board in the modeling YouTube community and basically gone into my personal settings on my YouTube studio account and put my content as adult and not suitable for kids, which is a shame because mean to say that this great hobby is also for kids to encourage them to get into it, which actually motivates their minds and basically brings out their creativity, and it is a pastime that is enjoyed by kids. I learned it from a very early age via my father. I mean, this is how I got into modelling itself. And he encouraged both me and my brother to get into it, and we both love it. Thanks to my late father, Colin Avery. God rest his soul. And if he saw what was going on in the YouTube modelling community now and what they're intending to do, he would turn in his grave, quite frankly. Um, but the thing that is sad to me the most is that they are not working in the interests of the hobby. They seem to think they are working in the interest of protecting children. Yes, I can understand that to a degree, but what they are proposing is extreme to ridiculous levels. I mean, it could be a case of if anybody's monetized and they have anything that features a toy, such as a Star Wars Revell model, and the FTC deem that, or the person behind this screen deems that as being appealing to a child, they could have their videos removed. They could end up with a £42,000 fine per video. And it's all through the negligence of YouTube themselves, because they started the ball rolling by basically proposing to be monetized via advertising, and obviously some of the advertising, it was not protecting kids and it was appealing to kids, and hence they were getting online, and obviously then certain evil sources got online advertising stuff as well, which was encouraging kids and starting to groom them. Yes, I can understand why they're doing that, but not to these extremes, guys. It's ridiculous. I understand that we need to protect our kids on the internet, but to the levels that they're proposing and through the negligence of YouTube being fined, and now the onus is on us who didn't even know a thing about it. We were not kept informed as to what was going on. And that's what I feel angry about. In fact, I did do a video earlier. I was effing and blinding. So this is the certificate U version. So I scrubbed that video because I didn't want you hearing me effing and blinding. But yeah, I am extremely angry about the situation and quite angry with YouTube, quite frankly. And the dominoes have already started falling, because a well-known YouTube modeler and well-respected YouTube modeler, Chris Cortell of Classic Plastic 101, has had to put his channel on hold for now and move over to Vimeo. And kindly, Chris has basically given me the link. I've joined the group so I can keep in touch and watch his videos on Vimeo. So if things turn out the way they do on January the 1st, I may have no course but to follow his action. And it could happen with a lot of YouTube modelers. We all might end up going to Vimeo or some other social media source, which is sad because basically, I mean, the YouTube modeling community is brought in to basically encourage and inspire people and with their creative and artistic streak. Yes, we've had our ups and downs, and one or two YouTube modelers have left. But now they're bringing in these new bylaws, which could mean that innocent people who are doing something to show and enjoy the hobby end up getting fined for something they weren't even aware was illegal or whatever, is ridiculous. And they're acting against the interests of the hobby in general, which end up with YouTube modelling community going, quite frankly. Now, one or two modelers have scoffed this idea and said, oh no, it's all bullshit and you don't have anything to worry about, taking no notice of it. But quite frankly, guys, I am being serious. This is on a different level. And I think, quite frankly, it's something we have got to bear in mind and take seriously. I'm not one for scaremongering. I hope to God I'm completely wrong in what I'm saying. But judging by Andy's level of tone in his voice, and other people I've watched who don't run a business and are just doing what they enjoy for the benefit of the people they know, and purely not to influence kids or in a bad way, but encourage them with their what's the word I'm trying to think of, inspiration and to broaden their mind, is purely ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. And I am disgusted with YouTube, so much to the point I am starting to consider whether I should remain here. I don't want to pull out of YouTube because I know all you guys out there love the videos I'm doing, and as I said in my last video, I've just reached 1,000 subscribers, which I'm absolutely surprised and blown away about. And all of that could be nothing due to bureaucracy and the extreme actions that could be taken against all of us innocent YouTubers, not only in the modelling community but elsewhere as well. And it's scary. It really is scary. And my respect for YouTube has dimmed quite a bit, quite frankly. And I know a certain ex-YouTube modeler who I'm a very good friends with, who lives in Canada. I can sort of see where he's coming from now as well, and why he pulled out, which is sad because I mean, before YouTube and the internet in general, this hobby was in decline. It was a dying art. And then the internet came along and YouTube came along, and now it's grown from strength to strength to strength, and it's been and it's a fantastic hobby. And I've made hundreds of friends through the YouTube modelling community. I mean, I met up with them, a few of them up at Telford around about a couple of weeks ago, you know. Great guys. I mean, I made friendships out of it all, not only in this country but worldwide. I mean, one or two have left the community. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this on thingy, but never mind. And due to these new sort of rules and regulations, that could all end, sadly. So those of you who scoff it out there, don't be so sure. I mean, I hope that you do prove me wrong, because I very much want to continue and provide entertainment and encouragement, and I hope something that you enjoy watching, because it gives me a sense of purpose, and I love this hobby like any of us do in the modelling community. It helps me relax. I mean, I haven't been on Hangouts in quite a while because obviously I need to improve my tech, but that's due to my situation in general, but which I hope will improve in the next year. I'm sure it will, because I'm determined that 2020 is going to be my year. Sorry again. Yeah, it's you know, all this political correctness has gone mad, and this is a prime example. As you know, I mean, they should be supporting us, not trying to think of their own self profit all the time. And oh well, I could go on more, to be quite frank, and I am deeply, deeply saddened by what is happening. Um, I mean, I've done my best to protect the channel. I've done what a certain YouTube model has suggested last night when I spoke to him. And some of what he said about the new generation of, I must admit, I am quite agree with. But there you go, that's us oldies. Now we can see what our parents were telling us about. But that's going on a different track. But he advised me that I should go into my settings and set my material for adults only, which is sad, really, when you think about it, that I'm having to do this to keep the channel going. It shouldn't have to come to that, you know. And I've spoken to quite a few of the US YouTube modelers, one or two, Dirt Pit, Chris Cortell himself, Eri Styrene. He doesn't agree with what I've said, but you know, that's your opinion, bud. But I'm not going to go into our conversation. Let's just say we agree to disagree. So there you go. But you've really got to seriously think about this, because it could affect you more than me. And you are a great modeler. I've followed your work all the way through, and you're a really lovely guy. But just think about what I'm saying. It's up to you. At the end of the day, what you want to do. And yeah, like quite you said, it's up to me. Well, I'm taking this course of action, and I will do what Andy of Handy Hobby Headquarters suggested we do, is get onto the link that he's left on his video, sign the petition, and leave our reasons as to why this should not go through. I think the more that of us that support this idea, the more they'll sort of sit there and think, okay, maybe we need to revise the rules. So, if you get your word across, you get your opinion across, and you support this and you want this community to carry on, then I would suggest, guys, look at Andy's video again, listen to what he's saying. Yeah, okay, he's a businessman, he's thinking of his business as well as the hobby, but generally, as around the world, I've seen other videos from other genres as well, and they are so worried about this. It could destroy their communities as well as ours. I'm not scaremongering, I'm not one for scaremongering, but seriously, I think a lot of us have got to really think about this, you know. But you guys have scoffed it. That's your opinion. I respect that. And I hope you prove me wrong. I really do. But I am very, very worried about this. As I say, this could well be the end of the YouTube modeling community and other communities within YouTube. This could be the end of YouTube, quite frankly. But I don't know. My gut instinct's telling me this is serious, and I usually trust my instincts. Come January the 1st, we will see. But I've done the best that I can to protect my channel, and God willing, I hope I'm wrong about what you're saying, that you guys are right. But this has got me worried. But we shall see, maybe we are worrying about, maybe it's a bit like the millennium bug, we're worrying about nothing. But my gut instinct is definitely telling me something's coming, and it's not good. But anyway, we'll see. I want this modelling community to continue, and I want us to be able to encourage our kids to get into the hobby and spur them on, and that way this hobby will not die. But the way things are going at the moment with the FTC and YouTube and the copper law that's coming into effect on the 1st of Jan, it could all end. It seriously could all end, guys. But we shall see. All we can, I mean, for my sake, all I can do, sorry about All I can do is sit and wait, sit tight, sit and wait. I know some people have already left the community and they're scared because they don't want to end up with a £42,000 fine, $42,000 fine and more. But I'm going to ride the storm. I'm going to see what happens here. And if it does start that, my videos start disappearing and they're taken off, etc., then I'm proven right, And it's got, well, Matt Hill is a prime example, because earlier I was watching a video he posted around about a week ago, and he expressed his concerns about what was coming in. And it's already taken motion, because there was a young YouTube model who was subscribed to his channel. He watched his video, he wanted to leave a comment, and it was taken away because the kid was a child, and he was just trying to encourage the kid and give him support. And he had to revert to doing a live video feed on his channel in the hope that this kid was going to watch it and see it. So, sorry. Here we go again. It's that time of the evening. Yeah, as I say, that is a prime example of what's going on now. And it angers me, to be honest with you, and it's sad that this kid's being deprived of the support that he would need to know that he's doing the right thing, and what he's doing is valuable to us all, and it's being taken away from through some bloody bureaucracy. And that does sadden me, because we all want to support our kids in their interests and encourage them and spur them on in the hobby, and it's them that are our future and them that are going to keep this hobby going. And without that, without that taken away on social media, especially YouTube, through some ridiculous political correct policy, it could all end. And what disgusts me most is because I've got well, you might think I'm being over the top, but I'm going to say this anyway. I've got a lot of military history in my family, which is one of the reasons I'm doing this, is because I'm paying tribute to all those guys out there who fought and sacrificed their lives for our freedom today, only for some bureaucratic idiots to take that away from us. And that angers me even more, because I'm not kidding you, if they could see what was going on now, they'd turn in their bloody graves. They really would. The world's going crazy and politically correct crazy, and this is a prime example. And I'm outraged. I'm disgusted, quite frankly. Really, I am. I could say more, but I don't want this video to go on and on and on and on. I've spouted my opinion on my response to what's going on, and I'm sure there's a few more modelers out there who feel the same. In fact, a few of them, as I say, have already left the community, and that's their way of going to YouTube, excuse that, but that's basically what they're doing, and I can understand Chris's reasons for wanting to put his channel on hold. Well, he's not, but he's transferred it over to Vimeo, so you can follow him on that. And I got it via his own personal Facebook page, Chris Cortell. So there you go. If you want to follow him, I do what I suggest. You get up on there, message Chris, ask him that you want to join the group so you can continue to see his videos, and I'm sure, like me tonight, he will oblige. So there you go. He's a smashing guy. He really is. He's one of the whole and soul. Well, he's part of the soul and heart of this community that we all love, And he's had his own sort of personal battles, and he's still carrying on. Bless him. So there you go. What a guy. Anyway, on that slightly cheerier note, I'm going to finish now. But as I say, I've expressed my thoughts and my response to what's going on. take it on board, guys, from those who scoff. I hope you do prove me wrong, and I hope I am wrong, and I hope that this great community does go from strength to strength. But what's going on at the moment, it scares me. So there you go. Yeah, as I say, we will see what's going on. As far as I'm concerned, at the moment, I'm going to continue with the channel and see what happens and see how the ground lies in 2020. Hopefully, I'll still be here and encourage you guys out there and share the hobby with you and chat and enjoy it and continue with this fantastic hobby that we also love. So there you go. Anyway, that's it from me for now. So until the next time, get kit crazy, happy modeling, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.